Corruption, collusion, nepotism, or as Indonesians call it, KKN. For decades, these three words have shaped the country's politics. From the Suharto era to today, the Indonesian parliament continues to face allegations of corruption and nepotism, accusations that weaken democracy and public trust. In this video, we'll explore how deep these practices run in the House of Representatives, or DPR, uncover recent scandals, and examine why change has been so slow. Indonesia, August 25, 2025. Protesters clash with police outside the national parliament, outraged not just by high legislative salaries, but by decades of entrenched corruption and nepotism. Indonesia's history of corruption and nepotism didn't start yesterday. During the New Order regime, Suharto built a network of patronage offering contracts and positions to loyalists and family members. This system normalized nepotism in government, making family ties often more powerful than qualifications. Between 2004 and 2023, the KPK took action against 344 legislators, hyphening the parliament as a recurring corruption hotspot. Setia Novanto, former DPR speaker, was involved in one of Indonesia's largest corruption cases.
Serahkan kepada KPK untuk menindaklanjuti, dan tentu kita harapkan bahwa semuanya tidak ada lagi hal-hal.
The Electronic ID Card Project, or EID.
Menyangkut korupsi tentu akan jadi persoalan, dan kita harapkan anggota DPR tidak melakukan.
The KPK revealed that at least 2.3 trillion rupiah was siphoned off from a program budgeted at 5.9 trillion rupiah. This case symbolizes how top-level lawmakers used public projects as personal piggy banks.
Korupsi KTP elektronik yang berkali-kali mangkir dari pemeriksaan KPK ini resmi ditahan di Rutan KPK Kuningan, Jakarta Selatan.
Saya sudah menerima tadi dalam kondisi saya masih sakit, masih vertigo karena tabrakan, dan saya tadi juga nggak nyangka bahwa malam ini saya pikir.
Prosecutors noted he benefited personally, collecting about $7.3 million and a luxury Richard Mille watch worth approximately $135,000.
Di kepolisian dan juga mengajukan surat kepada perlindungan hukum kepada Presiden maupun kepada Kapolri, Kejaksaan Agung, dan saya sudah pernah pra peradilan.
Edi Prabowo, also former members of Indonesian Parliament, was arrested for accepting bribes related to lobster larvae export licenses in 2020. After a rollercoaster of appeals, the Supreme Court upheld a 5-year prison term, along with fines. This case highlighted how parliamentary influence was used to profit from natural resources at the expense of national sustainability. At least $62 million in revenue was lost due to unsustainable lobster harvesting. Investigations revealed that Edi granted permits to export lobster larvae, known as benyu, in exchange for bribes. On July 15, 2021, Edi was sentenced to 5 years in prison and banned from holding public office for 3 years. The court found he received 24.6 billion rupiahs and $77,000 to expedite export approvals. This scandal didn't just reveal personal greed, it spotlighted systemic corruption. In 2018, Indonesia's parliament was rocked by a bribery scandal implicating Amin Santono, a former parliament member of the Commission 11. The case revealed how budget allocations meant for public welfare were manipulated for personal gain. In early May 2018, the Corruption Eradication Commission, KPK, conducted an operation at Jakarta's. They arrested Amin Santono along with intermediaries Eka Kamaluddin and Ahmad Giast, with 400 million rupiah in cash found in his bag, and another 100 million rupiah transferred via bank account, purportedly a commitment fee. Prosecutors said this fee was approximately 7% of 25 billion rupiah in proposed regional budget allocations for infrastructure in Sumeding and surrounding regions, intended to influence the APBNP 2018 budget process. In February 2019, the Jakarta Corruption Court sentenced Amin Santono to 8 years in prison, a 300 million rupiahs fine, or 3 months alternate imprisonment, and a 1.6 billion rupiahs replacement payment to the state. Additionally, his political rights were revoked for 3 years after serving the sentence. Amin's appeal was rejected, and in August 2021, the Supreme Court ordered his imprisonment at Sukamiskin Penitentiary. He began serving his sentence after 2/3 of the prison term criteria was met. This case highlights how Parliament members can misuse budget processes and public trust. When representatives push private agendas over public welfare, the integrity of governance collapses. Accountability isn't optional, it's essential. In December 2024, KPK revealed 2 parliament members were being questioned over alleged misappropriation of CSR funds from Bank Indonesia. Heri Gunawan and Satori, both from Commission 11, 2019 to 2024, were called as witnesses to clarify if the CSR money had flowed into parliamentary pockets. During questioning in April 2025, Satori acknowledged that the CSR program, which was meant for social projects, had instead reached Commission 11 members. Raising concerns all legislators in that commission benefited equally. He claimed the funds were allocated to each member's representation in their electoral districts. In August 2025, the KPK escalated the investigation, officially naming Satori and Heri Gunawan as suspects in a massive CSR fund corruption case. Investigators estimate they received a total of 28.38 billion rupiah through CSR disbursement schemes using their own controlled foundations. Investigations revealed that the CSR allocations were pushed through foundations linked to Parliament members. The KPK estimates that 50% of the CSR money did not reach the public, but was instead reused for other purposes, including creating assets like buildings and vehicles for personal or political gain. One prosecution official said the funds were transferred across multiple accounts, which then consolidated into resources affiliated with public officials, not social projects. The CSR scandal, involving members of Indonesia's parliament, is more than just financial misconduct. It's a misuse of power and public trust. As investigations deepen, the nation watches. Will these cases lead to accountability, or will CSR continue to serve private interests? According to research by Indonesia Corruption Watch, roughly 60% of Indonesia parliament members hold private business ties, creating systemic conflict of interest. Laws can be shaped to protect private gains rather than public welfare, leaving Indonesians sidelined. These are just a few of the many cases that erode public trust in Parliament. Bribery, embezzlement, corporate manipulation, the list continues. For Indonesia to truly become a transparent democracy, reforms must not only be promised, but enforced. The question is, will the system ever change, or will the cycle continue?